10 things that keep you from being wealthy. Welcome to Lux Diva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. Everybody wants to be wealthy, and we understand why. We all want a life where we don't have to struggle to make ends meet, and we want to buy things without looking at the price tag. We want that extravagant lifestyle we see online and on TV. Traveling from one place to another, exploring beautiful places, and experiencing different cultures. Being in the command seat of our lives and running it according to our desires. We all have our definitions of wealth, but what exactly makes wealthy people wealthy and the poor poor? Is it pure luck or a combination of hard work, a proper mindset, and good habits? We talked to several of our millionaire friends about their lives to find out how their day-to-day lives differ from the less affluent. There are plenty of exceptions to these principles, as there always are. So if you find yourself doing some of these things, it doesn't mean you are a bad person, but it does mean that you can increase your chances of success by making some changes. This video will discuss 10 habits that may be keeping you from becoming wealthy. Number 1. Poor people have a poor diet. Many impoverished individuals have no interest in knowing what is in their food, what a real nutritious lunch should look like, or no idea of what nutrition is, despite the fact that health is essential to living a wealthy life no matter how much money you have. Poor people are bombarding their brains with sugar and fats that have little to no nourishment. They are destroying their bodies, and as a result, they are unable to function at their full capacity. If you're not in good health, it affects every element of your life. You will struggle physically, mentally, professionally, and even romantically. Number 2. Poor people watch too much television. People who live in poverty watch a lot of television. To put it another way, you're probably poor if you have time to watch reality shows. It never ceases to amaze us how much time poor people waste watching pointless television. It's one of those enticing distractions that won't let go. If you know who is dating whom in Hollywood, and if you watch TV series every week as they air, you're probably viewing too much television. As a result, your life won't likely improve. The latest news about celebrities adds little value to your life. It only benefits the celebrities. Wealthy people would rather be on TV than watch it. You might feel watching TV helps you relax, but that's the problem. Rather than dealing with and trying to get rid of your problems, you detach from them. The great Bruce Lee once said, "If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of." You could argue that the only purpose to watch television is to keep up with what's going on in the world. But the issue here is that television channels are always skewed in order to match their own agenda. Instead, utilize the internet to catch a quick glimpse of what's going on in the world today before going out to do your own thing. Number 3. Poor people lack personal hygiene. The majority of today's occupations are in service industries where human contact is required for a successful exchange of assets. People who do not maintain appropriate personal hygiene will eventually fall beneath their peers in terms of success. People are less likely to trust them. People would like to spend less time in their company, and it all has an impact in their personal lives. If people dislike you and dislike being around you, what kind of partnerships are you going to create? It may seem absurd, but the first step to success should always be a shower in the morning. Number 4. Poor people blame others. Poor individuals blame their misfortunes on others. How many people do you know that make excuses or blame other causes for their lack of success? Some things are beyond our control. yet you are in charge of 99% of your life. Keep in mind that you are in command of your life. You have a lot of control over your relationships and your health. If you want things to change, take action. Life is about how we respond to our circumstances. When awful things happen to the poor, they choose to blame others, while the wealthy examine and study it. They want to know what happened, why it happened, and how they can prevent it from happening again. Number 5. The poor wake up later than wealthy people. Poor individuals wake up later than rich people and are often lazier than the rich. We understand that the preceding statement will irritate some of you, but statistically, it is accurate. Someone who uses their time to develop themselves has a far lower chance of becoming poor. Wasting time on unimportant tasks, getting up late, and not educating yourself, you'll eventually fall so far behind what the world requires of you that you'll be miserable. The paradox is that those who do not focus on growth end up working much harder later on with lower success rates. Captains of industry such as Jeff Bezos and Tim Cook are prime examples of early risers. You too can start the habit of getting up early and making the best use of your time. Number 6. The poor do not have any savings. One of the distinctions between the rich and the poor is that the poor do not prepare for the future. Having money set aside gives you safety and allows you the ability to expand your business. If anything horrible happens and you have money set aside, you will be better able to handle it quickly and restart your life. If you don't have savings and the situation becomes critical, you may have to sell your assets, such as your car or home. When the crisis is finally resolved, you will likely have to take out a loan just to get the tools you need to live. The wealthy, on the other hand, are basically in the same situation as before the problem, minus their savings. Whereas the poor person's lifestyle has been severely impacted or now belongs to the creditor. Those that have money set aside have the possibility to expand their life, while those who don't have savings can't afford to do so. That is why the wealthy become wealthier and the poor become poorer. Number 7. Poor people don't use credit cards properly. Poor people utilize credit cards or borrow money for goods they don't need. One of the most significant disparities between the rich and the poor is how they used credit. The concept is simple. If you take out a loan to acquire something that will not provide more income than the loan, you should not take it. You should only utilize credit if you're planning to invest. You should not get a loan to buy a big TV, get that new Gucci gear, or buy the newest iPhone with a credit card unless it provides you with a way to make more money. Now, if you're utilizing the new iPhone to create a new app, or you are buying a new laptop to help your company expand, this would be a good use of your money. Number 8. Poor people do not visit the doctor regularly. We have discussed the importance of health before, but this is especially true for those who do not have their health evaluated on a regular basis. Let's imagine you develop a tough ailment, such as cancer. Regular exams may allow you to detect problems early on, saving you money on treatment. If you don't, you might not find out about it until it's too late. It will cost you and your entire family a lot, and you may lose your life regardless of how much money you have. Number 9. Poor people hang out with the poor. Poor individuals tend to associate with other poor people. Understand that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If there are 4 destitute people around you, then who will be the 5th? One of the ways people ensure their poverty is by associating with or hanging out with other poor people who share their values. You need people around you who will inspire and motivate you to achieve your goals. People who are successful encourage you to go beyond your current situation. You should double check if you're hanging out with the same folks you were with when you were younger. Don't be scared to take a step back and move on from the crowd to do something better. If you don't, individuals who want to feel better about their wretched life by ensuring you endure the same fate will most likely crush your potential. Number 10. Poor people never carry out their plans or realize their potential. You have no influence over your parents, where you were born, or how society perceives you. The only thing you have control over is how many hours you devote to your dreams. Even though everyone has only 24 hours in a day, some people do far more than others. If you dedicate yourself to learning more about what you're passionate about and then putting it into practice, it will only be a matter of time before you achieve success. You've probably heard that 90% of businesses fail in the first 3 years. Do you realize how many businesses fail simply because they were never actually started? All of them. Work on your idea, launch it, find out what works and what doesn't, refine it, then launch it again, over and over. The reality is, we all want to be successful in one way or another. We want to achieve those dreams that we've been holding on to ever since we were just kids. But the world doesn't just work that way. A dream will always be a dream if you don't put in the work needed. It may be a long journey ahead, but rest assured that as long as you have the desire and passion, and you actually act on them, you will eventually make it. We hope we are able to help you on your road to success. Remember that nothing worth having comes easy. Thank you for listening, and if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and click subscribe. Also, don't forget to smash that notification bell to stay updated for more videos. For those of you who are still with us, we want to further increase your chance of making it. Here's a bonus tip. Bonus: poor people believe they need help to achieve success. Poor people believe that others should assist them in their quest for success. Unfortunately, you are owed nothing in this world. Whether you believe it or not, you're on your own. Don't wait for a helping hand. Instead, turn yourself and build the life you want. That's it for our video. Come back tomorrow for more information to speed you on your way to the good life.